I somehow made it to Singapore in one piece, so join me for day 2 of my solo travelling journey. So I started this day by actually exploring the hotel I was in, and I found a lovely rooftop fish pond, and I found the breakfast buffet, which is exactly the reason I woke up this morning. But full disclosure, when I did wake up this morning, I was still feeling very anxious. And if you saw the last video, you'll know that I was absolutely bricking it before I went on this trip. And yes, the anxiety did carry over into the first day. So for my very first day in Singapore, I actually decided to go right back to the Jewel because it was somewhere that I felt a little bit more comfortable, and I was still trying to be kind to myself and ease myself in. And come on now, who doesn't want to see this beautiful waterfall again? It's gorgeous. Is it just me, or does anyone else get the really strong Jurassic Park vibes, you know? But seeing as this was my first day in Singapore, I wanted to drop my bag and properly explore the Jewel because it is massive. And almost immediately, I stopped at this little shop and got my first Singaporean souvenir, which were these adorable little Mickey badges. I then did head up to the Starbucks because I just wanted to get an iced coffee and give myself a bit of normality to help keep the anxiety away, and I got winked up by a robot, so get jealous. Then everything changed because I found the biggest Muji I've ever seen. I actually didn't know Muji did anything other than stationery, which was the main reason I went in, and I did find it and I did grab a pen. I know, big spender. Forgive me, it was the very first day of my trip. I had to start slow. I hope you're not sick of the waterfall because these videos do keep coming. After another visit to the waterfall, I found a Nintendo store and it was nearly game over. Didn't mean that pun, but I found an Animal Crossing section, and I'm a mess when it comes to Animal Crossing and nearly walked away with that carabiner. I have been thinking about it ever since, but no matter. I went to the waterfall again, I cleared my head, and then I found a Pokemon store. Now, I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan in the world, but even I was freaking out over how many plushies they had. That's insane. And next up in the afternoon of acting like a child was me going to the arcade and doing some claw machines. And if you're thinking to yourself, wow, this feels similar to a Sophia Nygaard video, then you would be correct, because I was inspired by the very same video, and truly she's a big part of the reason I'm here. So thank you, Sophia, for the inspiration. After tragically losing that crane game, I went up to the 5th floor to show you the waterfall again because I know you wanted to see it. And I just kept exploring, and I went and found one of the art installations that they have in one of the terminals. I managed to get on the Sky Train, which takes you through the Jewel. Come on, this is Jurassic Park, is it not? This is so cool. I do think that was actually my favourite part of the day. I managed to wander underneath the waterfall where you can get into the food court and see the base of it in this huge glass structure. Then we had a special moment because I got my first 7-Eleven girl dinner of the trip, the first of many, and all of that excitement blew through my time at the Jewel. I had to pick my bag up and get on the train because it was time to go and find my first hostel. And the walk from the train station to the hostel is where some of that anxiety came back, but seeing a Pizza Express really made me feel better. But the heat did slap me around the face like no tomorrow. I was dripping by the time I got to my hostel, but I did in fact make it safe and sound. And I stayed at the Pod, which I really would recommend if you're going to Singapore. It was beautiful, clean, felt super safe, and I absolutely loved it from the moment I stepped in. It is in fact a pod hotel, hence the name, but the pods themselves are actually very spacious. You really get your own little base in there. I was put completely at ease, which is exactly what I needed so that I could get a good night's sleep and carry on tomorrow. So I'll see you then.